Hello friends and welcome to another video on Authentic English. In this video I'm going to give you 7 tips that will really help you in bettering your English speaking skills. There are many people out there who stammer when they try to speak English. If you're one of those people, this video is just for you, so watch it till the end, as I believe that these 7 tips can help anyone and everyone speak English fluently and confidently. So let us begin. The number 1 tip that I have for you is start practicing. As with all the other things, you need to practice English if you want to perfect it. Get over your shyness and embarrassment. Now, I know that there are many people who feel shy and embarrassed when they're asked to speak in English. Maybe because they think they're going to make mistakes. But you need to realize that every beginner makes mistakes. If you just keep feeling shy and do not speak, that is not going to help you in any way. So just get over your shyness and embarrassment and go and find yourself a friend or a teacher or anyone else with whom you can talk to for about 20 minutes every day. This is going to give you a lot of speaking practice. Go to that person, talk to that person in English for 20 minutes every day. That person should help you in bringing out your mistakes. Also, try to talk to yourself in English. There are many situations every day when we talk to ourselves. Instead of doing that in your mother tongue, try to do that in English, as I believe that doing so can really help you. Coming on to tip number 2 I have is think in English. But wait, how can you think in English? One of the best ways I believe to do this is to rethink what you think in your native language. Okay, for example, consider that you just finished thinking that you would go to a party on Friday. Now that you've probably thought this in your native language, it is time to think of this in English. So any thought that come in your mind, they come in your native language. What you need to do is think the same things in English again. Also, a lot of people say a lot of different things to us every day. Translate what people say to you in your native language into English. That's really going to help you because your brain will get a chance to process a lot of new English sentences. So just try to think in English. As I told you, rethink things that you think in your mother tongue, in your native language. Also, translate what others are saying into English. For example, you meet a person who gives you very good advice in your mother tongue. Now it is time for you to just think about that same advice in English in your brain. So just do that, okay? Now coming on to tip number 3, we have start observing. This is very important, extremely important. You need to observe. How does a child learn how to speak in English? The child observes everything that's around him. You need to do the same. Just switch on your TV and watch some English films and TV shows. You can watch some interesting English movies. There are movies airing on television every day and every hour. Also, there are a lot of shows. You can watch Ellen, you can watch Friends, you can watch Quantico, and then there's BBC. You can listen to the news, you can watch AXN. So there are a lot of shows and a lot of films there on the TV, which are not only going to give you a lot of English practice, but also going to entertain you. So just keep watching them because you really need to listen to people speaking English. And I'm not just talking about American and British TV shows. You can even watch shows in which people of your own country speak in English. But it's very important. You need to listen to people speaking English. The more sentences your brain hears and registers, the more fluent you'll find you get in English. Okay? So just do that. Also, when you're watching on YouTube, try to turn those subtitles off. If you don't understand, you can of course turn them back on later. But at least just try to turn those subtitles off and understand what the speakers are saying. Okay. Now, coming on to tip number 4. This is improve your vocabulary. If you have more words in your brain, then you'll probably not stammer because you'll have a lot of words to express what you feel. So improving your vocabulary can also cause some dramatic changes in your overall speaking skills. Now, I'm not asking you to just go and sit with a dictionary and learn all the words in it. That's not the right way. I'm going to give you a very nice way to learn English words. Every day we go to a lot of places. We meet new people and we see new things. Now, what you have to do is when you see new things around yourself, just write them down in a notebook and see if you know their names in the English language. For example, you may see an object whose name you do not know in English. write it down in a notepad, come home and use Google Translate and just find what that thing is called in English. So this is going to add many new words to your vocabulary. Also, use dictionaries to find synonyms of common words like happy, sad, angry. Now, angry means livid, annoyed. There are many synonyms of angry. There are many synonyms of happy. And so what I want you to do is you have to find synonyms of some common words. It's extremely important. Do that. Sit with a dictionary. Use some good dictionary. You can use an app like Merriam-Webster. It will give you a list of all the synonyms. You can simply use Google and just find synonyms of some common words. Now let's come on to tip number 5. Now tip number 5 is you have to start reading. If you cannot read a book, at least read an article in a newspaper. Now you might face trouble in understanding what that article is all about. It happens with all the beginners. You will not understand what the writer means to say. Go and seek help. Go to your English teacher, or go to any person who's good at English and ask that person to explain you what that article is all about, and explain you line by line, like this line means this line means this. If you can do that, I guarantee you that nobody can defeat you. You are going to speak fluently. And now let's come on to tip number 6. Write your thoughts down occasionally. It's also an extremely important tip. Maintain a diary or maintain a journal and just keep writing whatever you feel in it every day. If not every day, then every 2 days. I don't want you to write personal thoughts in it, as I want you to get it corrected by a teacher or a friend. Then ask those people whom you go to for correction to point out all the grammatical mistakes that you've made in your diary or your journal. So this is going to help you a lot. Just trust me. And now I'm coming on to the last tip, which is also extremely important. You need to keep this in mind. The last tip is be confident and believe in yourself. If you do not believe in yourself, you're not going to be able to do anything. The obstacles that we have in our brains are often bigger than the real obstacles. If you've decided that you won't be able to learn English, then I think that neither I nor anyone can help you with it. So what you need to do is be confident. You have to tell yourself that yes, I can do everything. Only then will you be able to do it. So I hope these 7 tips will help you in getting fluent and confident while speaking English. If you like this video, give a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye bye and take care.